So what I advise you, Mr. Sunday, so create a product of your choice. So give a name, mechanical engineering. So any equipment, I would say you have a lot of equipment, heat exchangers, rectification columns, lathe machines, drilling machines, and or maybe automobile, or maybe if you put a car. No, you are already in industry sector mechanical engineering. In this mechanical engineering industry, what is the material you are going to produce? And can you give a name to that product? So you give a name to the product. So since it is mechanical engineering, you can give a electric pump. Let us make an electric pump. Right, electric pump. Very good. So that's the product you are creating. Go ahead and click on select views. You have three, yeah, please. So these are all the views, and we need to select all the views. There is an easy way to select them. This one. If you click on select all, that's going to select each and everything. The next choice for us is organization levels. Click on org levels. In what organization you want to make it. Your electrical pump, where do you want to manufacture? So you can go to drop down and pick 3000. So drop down, you click here, right here, drop down. Then you can see number of options for you. In the drop down list, you see number of options. They're all in ascending order. So in order to see 3000, you need to go a little further. You are still, yes, you got it. So you are gone too far. 3000 is Newark. Okay. Either you double click on it or click on choose. Okay. Then storage location. So you go to drop down again and see how many storage locations you have for your plant. So the plant is 001. You need to scroll down all the way till you see 3000. You are in single digits. You got it. Yes. So usually I just type it because I know you need to put a lot of effort in going down. But this is first time I would like to show you the options that are given by the system. Even though it is taking a little bit more time, I would like to show you that. So page down will work very nice, because page down, you put your cursor there and page down, it goes a little fast. Or the way you did, you hold it and drag it. See, you are gone too, I have gone too far. So now we are into 3000 series. You see that? So go little further up, 3500. If you go little up, you will see 3000 plant. So anything with 3000, remember, they are on in United States. That's how the IDES system. IDES is, yeah, you are gone too far. Yes. Yeah, I think you're doing good. You're doing good. So how do I know, or how do you know that anything 3000 series belongs to United States? IDES. What is IDES? International Demo Education Systems or Services. So those guys, for educational purpose, They set up this data for you and me. So he reached 3000, but 3000 has got so many storage locations. You see, VIP1, WAN3, WAN4, keep going, keep going. It's only V. You need to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Still, you're still 89. So, okay. You see that? If you want to do the central warehouse, you might want to pick 0088. That's what we are picking, right? Wonderful. The sales organization is Philadelphia, 3000. And I don't want to trouble you further. You can go to drop down and put a lot of effort in picking the same thing, which is 3000. Okay, distribution channel, same thing. Warehouse number. The warehouse number is only 3 digits, 088. 088. Storage type 001. Wonderful. So just give me a minute. I want to talk about this. So do you remember yesterday when I was talking to you guys, I told you, first of all, you need to know where you are working. Pretend that you are a sales director. Pretend you are a consultant. You need to know where you are working. Your services are provided to which organization. That's the key. That is the key. We are providing our services to an organization called 3000. That's a legal entity. Company code in SAP terminology, legal entity is called 3000. In that legal entity, we have several sales organizations. Okay, we pick one, which is in Philadelphia. Similarly, in Philadelphia sales organization, we have many ways of reaching out to our customer for a distribution of our product. That is called distribution channel. Then after that, once our production is over, we keep it in a separate building that's called warehouse. That's not even in New York. No, the production is happening in New York. Every day in the evening, whatever product you produced, that will be picked up by a truck. That truck driver is going to drive all the way to Chicago. Why? Your warehouse 088 is in Chicago. That's where you keep it. Okay, so what I would like to do is I will click here. So once I click here, what will happen? When you come back again, that's the information it's going to be there. Meaning you're not going to type it. Okay, so this is important. Now hit enter, sir. That will take you to the screen. Excellent. So here there is one thing I would like to show you. You see these tick marks? You don't see tick marks everywhere. Only for a few. On the screen, you see only 3 fields, 1, 2, 3. What is that? The tick mark means mandatory information. You need to put some information in there, otherwise it is not going to let you go from one screen to another screen. What do you mean by screen? I have multiple screens here. You see this? These are all the screens. You are in basic data 1 screen, all the way to costing 2. What does it mean? It means each and every module is going to have some information that is relevant to their department in these views. Let me repeat. In the supply chain, you must have seen so many modules, right? Sales and distribution, okay. Where do you have all kinds of sales related information for an electrical pump? They are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then purchasing. If you want to buy this from a vendor, you don't want to make it. Then where can I see procurement information, purchasing information? 1, 2, 3. Then where do I see the finance, accounting related information of electric pump? Electric accounting 1, 2. Controlling, costing 1 and 2. What if I want to produce electrical pump, I want to make electric pump in my own plant? Then production related data for the same electrical pump. Where do I keep it? MRP 1, 2, 3, 4. Forecasting. Okay. So these are all the information spread across multiple views because you cannot keep in one view. And since you are trying to put this information in database table called MARA, you are doing this. That means if this is not SAP, if it is some other product, so you are going to write a piece of code saying that insert a field where name is blah 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 in blah 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 table where blah 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 is blah blah blah, right? That's what you write. But here all that blah blah blah, you are doing it directly using a graphic user interface. This is called GUI, graphic user interface, and you are putting some information here. That means behind the screen you are inserting this particular data into a database table. The table name is MARA. I hope you got it. So now give a description, please. You can write down 250 kVA electrical pump, or type something, or my electrical pump, or your electrical pump, or centralized electrical pump, or green electric pump. So what that is called description. Okay. Base unit of measure. Base unit of measure is, do you measure electrical pump in grams, liters, or volts? So generally, typically each electrical pump, each piece, right? If you go to drop down, you can see all kinds of units, right? There again, alphabetical order. So it's always good to know ABCD, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, each. So you need to go all the way down, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you're gone. You see, I know my ABC very well. E, A. After D, A, B, C, D, E will come. Yeah, double click on it, please. So that's the unit of measure. Material group. What is the purpose of this? The purpose is all identical products are grouped together. So for that group, you put a leader to manufacture, to repair, or to sell, or to produce. Okay. So go to drop down and see if you see some electricals. Yes, you have electronics, I guess. You have pumps too. You see, there's a pump 001120. So all pumps are segregated under 0012. Double click on it. You got it. So the next thing is, so this is not mandatory, but I would like to tell you what is gross weight and net weight. So gross weight is including your package, everything which is wrapped around that, that is gross. Let's say it is 25 kilograms. Oh, 25 kilograms too heavy. 10 kilograms. Okay. And if you remove all of that wrap and everything, it may be 9 kilograms. Okay. That is the meaning. Now what I advise you is always click here. That's the best way to do it. Click, it will go to the next screen. Click. Click on. Very good. Again click. So it will go from one screen to another screen. So right now you select a batch number because we want to produce it in batches. Double click on it. Excellent. So you have a batch class called 023. Okay. And if you want to select a batch for the pump, you go to drop down, select a class. You can simply hit enter. If you hit enter, it's going to bring all the stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, you do it. I messed up. Okay. You please go ahead and you have control. Go to drop down. Drop down. Hit enter. You are requesting the system bring 500 records for you. So okay, so here you can see a class for the colors. If you scroll down, maybe you can see the class for the kilowatt is 2. Now these are pharmaceuticals. That is bar. So scroll down. Now we don't have more than that. So scroll up and let us select the colors only. Okay, the colors. You know, you may be putting some fancy colors to pumps to attract people. So let us select batch class for colors 231. You see that? That's colors right here. 231 is a batch class. Okay, wonderful. So if you hit enter, what will happen is, hit enter please, or this one. You see that? So the batch class color has got different properties: viscosity, color purity, covering property, label, available for pH value. So you can pick and choose the values for all these characteristics. These are called characteristics. So one class will have one or many characteristics. Each characteristic will have one or many values. Go to drop down, you can see the values for the viscosity. You see, you can type anything starting from 2 all the way to 200. So put whatever number you need between that. Okay, wonderful. Enter. Okay, hit enter. The tick mark, green tick mark right here, because you are on a pop-up window, right? So you cannot access that because you are in a pop-up window. This is the window, right? This is the window. So whatever you do, that's going to be on this window. So I cannot do anything on this window. Okay, excellent. So for now, we'll move on. And to go to the next screen, here you need to click next screen. That's the one. Excellent. So here also, like always, try to click on top right left hand side tick mark. Left hand side all the way top, green tick mark. This is the tick mark. That's enter. Click on that please. So it is telling you maintain the tax codes for Brazil, Canada, Netherlands, United States. So if you go to drop down, you see 1, which is tax, and if you type anything other than that, that's not, yeah, that means you're not paying taxes. So I advise you to type 111 like this. Now hit enter. Good. So again, so now you are in the third screen. So you started coming, you see this, you started coming from 1 2 3. Now you are here. You need to go all the way here. How you go? Click here. That's it. Click on enter. Excellent. So there is no mandatory field, so go ahead and hit enter. So over here I have two mandatory fields. One is transportation group, loading group. Go to drop down, select a transportation group, which is pallets 0001, and loading group, the next one, cranes 00001, the top one. Okay, and also yes, hit enter. Again enter. Again enter. Okay, here you have one mandatory field, purchasing group. If you want to buy this, who will be the guy responsible? Go to drop down, you can see 003, which is United States, IDES, USA, 003. Click or enter. Click, click. Okay. So over here you have one MRP. What is MRP? Material Requirement Planning. Select PD. P like Peter, D as David. P as Peter, D as David. Okay. And what would be, yeah, click enter and see what happens. So who is your MRP controller? Smith 002, he is Smith. And again click enter. So when you procure it, when you plan it, what would be your lot size? Is it fixed lot or is it lot for lot? Usually we take lot for lot, EX. Okay, click. Okay, over here you have one, actually, yeah. How much time you take to do the delivery? 1 day, 2 days? 1 day, please. And click again. And what would be your schedule margin key? If you are producing it, how much time you take to release it? How much time you take? These are all the float. The cushion time what we have before production, after production, before release, after release. So you can pick 000, the first one, or you can pick anything, but usually I take 000. So click. Okay, here you have one important thing, which is planning strategy, the strategy group. So is it going to be, go to drop down, again drop down please. So let us take make to stock. We make it to stock it. That means it may be a consumable electronic or a consumable electrical item, right? Yeah, click on green tick mark all the way down. Okay, again click. So forecast model is needed. So go ahead and select a forecast model from here. That's why it stopped you, because you need to pick a model. Is it constant model or is it going to fluctuate? It's constant, pretty much constant. Everybody needs a pump. It's not a seasoned item. It's not Halloween item. Okay. Click, 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 click. So it is asking you on what basis you do the valuation. Do you do the valuation? And if you do, what would be the valuation class? Go to drop down. You have 3100 for trading goods. Ours is a trading good. And not only that, you need to tell me for 1 unit of this trading pump, how much would be the standard price? How much generally a pump is going to cost you? $120 maybe? Or $200? No problem. Put $200. Okay. And click again. It's going to give you, it is telling you that you selected V, which is moving average. V is a moving average. So tell me at what average price it is moving. So close this, and moving average price, moving price. Is it moving 200 every day, or is it going to fluctuate between some 150 all the way to 200? Okay, that's good. So that's the moving average. Okay, no problem. And click on tick mark again. Tick, tick, click, click, save it. Wonderful. So now you created your own material. You want to see physically in the database table, right? So can I check this? Yes, you can. Type a transaction code called SE Sam Edward 16. Enter. Name of the table is Mara, M-A-R-A. These are all German names, so I have no clue what is the meaning of Mara. Hit enter. So again, you see everything, Matner and all that German. Everything is German. So let us make it into English. You click on settings, user parameters, field label. Okay. So that's how you make it. So, okay, I'll ask you to do it. Now I showed you. Please go to settings, user parameters. Right now, what you see is called field name. You need to select the other one, field label. Enter. Green tick mark. So it's all on in English. Okay. Created on, put today's date, by your ID. Okay. So no. This is created on. That is the place where you type today's date, which is 1/1. Sorry, today is 19th, right? So you can go to drop down also, because sometimes we don't know what is the convention. So it is already telling me 20th. Why is it 20th? 19, right? Maybe in Germany it is changed. Okay, no problem. So put your ID EXT 90,000 EXT 90,000. No, that is wrong. EXT 90,000 900 and change. Yeah, you can select that. That is mine. But change last 4 digits. Yours is not that 1811 is mine. So yours is something different. Do you remember? Your ID I can tell you. You go here, system status. Okay, you logged in with, oh, that's me. You're actually working on my machine. You're right. 1811. Sorry, you're right. 1811. You're working on my machine. Okay, execute please. Execute this round thingy. You see that? You got it. Electric pump. So whatever I told you, insert a field where blah 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 is blah 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 into blah 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 table. That blah 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 is done already without even touching any, without writing a code, right? So unlike other programming languages, here most of the work what we do is graphic user interface. Okay, wonderful. So let me tell you one more thing now. The other thing what I would like to tell you is you created the product. Okay, is that enough? No, that's not enough. You need to have selling price. Even though you are going to use the same customer, same ship to party, sold to party, bill to party, everything, but still your electric pump should have a price condition. Okay, PR00, selling price. Okay, what you saw over there 200, that is not selling price, that's a base price. You need to put some profit on it. So at least you need to put some 50-60 bucks, 260 or 270. That would be your selling price. Okay, so let's do that. So let's go back all the way back to SAP. Okay, same thing, we are still in master data, but we are done with the product. Let's go to conditions. Okay, so I'm going to give you the access now. Okay, the access I'm going to give you, access is given to Mr. Sunday. So please go ahead and start. Okay, okay, VK31, that's the first one, and you have a whole bunch of conditions here: prices, discount, freight, taxes, and all that. So let's go to the price. Expand price, material price, the very first one. Wonderful. You have a blue one, blue line. Double click on it. Double click on the blue line. Okay, your sales organization is 3000. Type 3000. Sales organization 3000. Distribution channel 10. Okay, go to the table where you have column 1. Go to drop down in the column 1 and see what you have. PR00. Select it. Double click. And the next row, next column is material. Electric pump. Electric pump. Okay. Then amount, how much you want to sell it for. You already said you need 200 bucks. So put your commission. No. You see, if you do that, we'll file bankruptcy. So put some more margin. Then if you take 160, then I have to file bankruptcy today itself. 100 bankruptcy. So the minimum cost is 200. That's what you put. So it has to be more than $200. Otherwise, you don't break even. Okay, so 1200, that means you are buying from China. So you are buying from China 200, and in USA you are selling it for 1200. You are a wise man. Hit enter. Okay, so that is exorbitant price, or maybe you're not buying in China. You're maybe buying in some other country which is even cheaper than China. Okay, not a problem. That's a joke. No hard feelings, please. Okay, valid from and to. You see the date 999. I'm not going to live up to 999. So let us put some reasonable time, maybe 2016, 2018, something. So you are saying this price is going to be like here for another 1 year, or maybe 2 years, or maybe two days or 3 days. You got to put something realistic, not 9999. That's not, I don't like 999. Okay, it should be some. Is this price is going to be standard for 6 months, maybe, or maybe 1 year, maybe? Why don't you select 1 year, 2014? Okay, this is realistic. Go ahead and hit enter, save it. Once you hit enter, nothing will happen. Only the thing is, if information is wrong, the system is going to kick you out or give you some hard time. Okay, so you have everything now, and let's go and create. Let us go and sell. Okay, before selling, let us take a look at the stock. Okay, so how will you see the stock? /N M M B. There is no N. You have to put N also. Without N, /N. Okay, let me show you what I'm saying. /N means you are going to go back. Then the transaction is MMBE. Then enter. See that? You got into electric pump. You want to see the stock. You just created. You should not have anything. So uncheck 0. You need to uncheck no 0 stock line item. Otherwise you won't see anything. And don't type anything if you don't want to. And click on execute. Execute, please. What do you have? Nothing. Because you just created. So obviously there's nothing. There's no stock. And if you don't have stock, you cannot sell. Correct? So I'll take this as an opportunity to create a business scenario out of it. Okay? What is that business scenario? That business scenario is called, let's go back here, consolidated list of business scenarios. These are the business scenarios we are going to master. Okay? Plan to procure a stock item and sell that product. This is the first business scenario. So I do not have stock, obviously, but I have a customer sitting and he is asking, can I get this pump? I said, you can, but when? I don't know. Give me some time. Okay, let's go to another screen, which is called this is stock overview. That means you get only stock, nothing else. There is one more which is a little advanced. That is MD 04. Enter. This is going to give you stock, and also if somebody require this thing, that means any customer needs, any customer requirements and manufacturing needs, all that you are going to see there. 3000 is your plant. Enter. Right now you don't have. Nobody is asking for it and you don't have stock. Okay, both are good. So let's create a requirement. Okay, so I can create requirements in two ways. One is customer requirement. That means I'm going to create a sales order. Okay, so I'm going to give mouse control to Mr. Sunday. So okay, Sunday, you have the mouse control. Please go ahead and type VA01. That's a transaction code to create sales order. Standard order, O like Oscar, R like Robert, and my organization 301000. Enter. My customer is 3000. Sold to party is 3000. 3000. Ship to 3000. Same place. But material not 70. Material is electric pump. How many pumps? 5 pumps. Who is making? Plant 3000 is making. Plant right here. Plant 3000. Enter and see what happens. Okay, so open quantity 5, confirmed quantity 0 because you don't have stock, right? So click on continue, continue, continue. And if you go and take a look at shipping point right here, shipping, you have no committed delivery date. Where is the date? How can you give a committed delivery date when you do not have stock? Do you have stock? No. How do I know? You see the stock, it's 0. There's no stock. So if you do not have stock, how can you promise a date, right? You cannot promise a date, but still you can go ahead, click incomplete log. Everything is correct other than the doc, other than the, that means you cannot create a delivery. You don't have stock. Okay, go ahead and save it, sir. Without the date, you save it. Okay, so you created a requirement called a customer requirement. So how this scenario is going to change now? Where? In the stock requirement. So since I have a customer requirement, don't you think that should appear here? Yes. How? Refresh it. You see that? So you have a requirement right now, but there is no stock. That's why it is negative. You got it? Okay. Then what do I do? How do I procure it? Where from I'm going to procure? How much I'm going to procure? When do I need to procure? All that, the questions what you have. Okay. So the answer for that is going to be material requirement planning. So we need to run material requirement planning. Okay. So let's do material requirement planning. What is the transaction code? MD, you have the mouse control. Please type MD03, 03, enter. So you want to procure electrical pump from the supplier. You don't make it because it's a trading goods. It's a trading. That's what we do in USA. We don't make anything. We get it from somewhere. We put our margin heavily. You have seen Sunday's margin. All he's spending is $200, but he's selling it for $1,200. I wish I have some business like that. I can mint money. Okay. So the next thing what I would like to do is, my power is gone, so I have to put the power. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. So now what you need to do is you take a look at the parameters. When you are running MRP, the material requirement planning is going to give you a result, the planning result, when to buy, how much to buy, where to buy. Okay, so you have a create purchase requisition, schedule lines, that's correct, MRP list, that's correct, planning mode, correct, schedule, everything is correct. Hit enter, sir. Even then system is telling you, my dear friend, are these correct? Yes, they are correct. So hit enter again to bypass your warning message. You ran MRP. MRP is carried out. MRP carried out for electrical pump 3000, but I don't see anything here. I don't know why it didn't create anything. Okay. So go ahead and save. We'll check why it didn't create anything. Okay. So it is supposed to create procurement proposals, but I don't see any of them. So I need to see what is going on here. Okay. So let's go to this screen. We ran MRP. Let us refresh it. There's nothing. Okay. In the MRP itself, I could see that. In the MRP itself, when it is ran MRP, it didn't show me anything. So let's go and check MM02. This is the material. MRP 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the views which you are supposed to check. So is the planning PD? That's right. Lot for lot, correct. And what about MRP group? We don't have MRP groups. 0010, same thing. Make to stock. Make to stock is 0010. Okay. So that's one thing I can think of. Then let's go to MRP2. Procurement is F. That's correct. Okay. That's also, this is all correct. So since it is make to stock, it is looking for planned independent requirements. Okay, no problem. We can do that. Or in order to make this to work, we need to change the planning strategy to 40. Planning with final assembly. Okay. So let's go to MRP2. Sorry, MRP1. Change it to 40. Planning with final assembly. 40. Okay. So we did that. Let us save it. Okay. And now let's go and take it. Now let us run MRP /NMD03. Hit enter. Okay. Create purchase requisitions. Schedule lines. Create MRP list. Planning mode. And everything is done. Okay, let us see it's going to run MRP or not. MRP carried out. So it doesn't recognize the customer requirements. So let's go and take a look at the requirements. MM02. Where are the requirements? Somewhere here. We must have not put that information. Okay. So MRP1, MRP2, MRP3, MRP4. Okay. Selection method. We don't have, we can select number 2. Individual requirements or collective requirements. Individual requirements. Okay, go ahead and save it. MD03, enter. So let's try with the planned orders. Nope. So it's not doing anything. So the problem here is the customer requirements. The customer requirement is this one. Which one? 5. This customer requirement is not being recognized in the planning strategy, which is 40. 40 did not recognize, 10 also did not recognize. So I have no option now to go and create independent requirements. That means independent of sales order. That is called independent, planned independent requirements. So in order to create them, there's a transaction code called MD61. Enter. Material is that. Plant is not 100. 3000. We are doing planning also. Okay, not just sales and distribution. We are planning and executing. So today's is 11. We'll put just December. Okay, 2 months, monthly buckets. Enter. So I'm anticipating in the month of, let's go to the table. It's here, but I want to go to the table. And in the month of December, I'm anticipating a need for 10 pumps. And make it active, activated, save it. Okay, then next one. Come back here where stock requirement list and try to refresh it. Do you see a independent requirement? What is that? 10. Okay, now I'm going to run MRP. Run MRP /n MD03, enter. The 2313, that's all correct. Enter, enter. So now we have a purchase requisition. You see that? Now it is saying you need to purchase 10 quantity. Right? You need to purchase 10 quantity because there is a requirement coming for 10. 10 minus, so 10 plus. Okay? Very good. So go ahead and save it. We got it. So the next step would be, so if I want to put it on okay. So first what we did, we created a sales order VA01. Sorry. That's a customer requirement. Then after that, we put a planned independent requirement, MD61. Then after that, we ran MRP, MD03. Okay. So, but every time when you create something, you are going to MD04 and taking a look at it. And once you have a customer a planned independent requirement, also you go to MD04 and you want to refresh it and take a look at it. Now after running MRP also, you go to MD04 and taking a look at it. So it is basically kind of a report, dynamic report. Okay, so you go and take a look at this report every time, because that's how you can see what is going on after each and every step. After each and every step, you want to see what is going on. Once I create a sales order, okay, then this one is called planned independent requirement, PIR. Okay, what is this? MRP, you are running material requirement planning, when to buy, how much to buy, and all that. Okay, now from MD04, what do you want to do? Let's see what we want to do. So I ran MRP, right? Successfully I ran MRP. You see, MRP carried out. So let's go to MD04. Okay, this is before running MRP. This is before running MRP. Now let us refresh it. Once you refresh it, you have this. And we need to release this purchase requisition. So I'm going to take this purchase requisition number. I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to go and release it. Where do I release it? /n ME55. This is called release. So that means we go here and write ME55. What is this? Release. Okay, we need to release this. Okay, so before you release, you need to know the code and group, correct? So how do I know the code and group? Go here, where MD04, put your cursor here, come down, click here, and take a look at the release code, where it should be in the header. It should be in the header. So release group RV, release code OR, right? So with that information, let's go back to our document and put the code OR, put the release group RV, and execute. So you have to select all and save it. Save means release and save. Now it is released. You see that? Okay. Now what? Go back here. Convert this purchase requisition into purchase order. How do I do that? Double click. Click on purchase order. Okay. What is purchasing? Purchasing organization is 3000. Purchasing group is 003. company code is 3000, and take this guy, hold it, drag it, and drop it in the shopping cart. Okay, with that, it is asking for a vendor, 3005. That's my vendor. Enter. Then it is asking for the price. So the price cannot be more than 200. So I'm going to put 190. Enter. Okay. Everything is good. Save it. Okay. So how do I know what is going on? Refresh it. Now I got purchase order has become purchase requisition has become purchase order. So the next step is copy this. I need this. Okay, let's go and see. After release, convert into PO. Okay, so convert into PO. Where are you going to do this? How are you going to do this? This is going to be an MD04 only, correct? It's going to be an MD04, but convert into PO by double click. By double click on purchase rec. That's what we did. Then after that, what we need to do? MIGO, goods receipt. Okay, let's go and do the goods receipt. /NMIGO. Enter. I'm receiving goods against a purchase order. I have the number with me, Control V. Okay, and execute. You got the quantity, right? So where do you want to keep it? 0088. That's where I'm going to keep it. Before you post it, take a look at it. There's no stock, right? Okay. And now let's go and post it. Post it or save it. Both are same. Excellent. So you got the posting is done. So if you come back here and try to refresh it, you got the stock. Okay. Similarly, you go to other report, and if you refresh it, this will vanish. The stock 10 will come here. Okay. Let us refresh. See, that's gone. You got the stock, right? You have 10 quantity now. You have an order, correct? So let's go to this sales order. Put your cursor there. Go to checking. That's pencil mark, which is change. Okay. You don't have shipping date, right? But you see the magic now. Select this. Check for item availability. You see? Now it is saying I can confirm 5 quantity because I have stock. I'm going to give you on 3rd of December. So complete delivery. And you got the date. Go ahead and save it. Excellent. Right? So what is happening here? Nothing. That remains same. But only thing is we got the dates. Okay. So since we got the dates and we have stock, let's go and create delivery /NVL01N. This shipping point 3000, date 3rd December. This is 3rd December. Hit enter. 5 quantity. Go to picking. This is empty, correct? This is in white color. Put your storage location. Your storage location, if you remember, 0088, right? So you need to put that information here. Where? In the outbound delivery document. Put that in. Okay. Now enter. So you have warehouse, picking is grayed out. Go ahead and save it. You got the delivery document, right? Go to delivery document change field, change screen. That's the document. Go to document flow and see what is going on. You have a delivery. You see? Wonderful. So what next? So let's go to this guy. This is your order, but you already converted that order into delivery. Go and refresh it. You see, that turned out to be delivery document. Okay. So let's go back to our document. Which one? The change delivery document. So from here, let's go to our little cheat sheet. After MIGO, we created outbound delivery VL01N, correct? That's outbound delivery. Okay, we did outbound. Then after outbound, let's create LT03 transfer order to transfer it from the warehouse. Okay, so let's go and do /NLT03, enter. Warehouse 088, enter, save it. Okay, so the storage type is 916. The name of the Amar, that's a bin, enter. You got 177 transfer order, but is that transfer order confirmed? I don't know. Let's check it up. So you created transfer order. Let's go and do the confirmation. This is transfer order. Confirm. Okay. So to do that, we'll go here and let us use the transaction code /NLT22. Before that, remember your number 177, enter. Select all transfer orders, destination, execute, go to the final page. This is 177, confirmed because it's in green color. Okay, so let's go back and do VL02N, posting. Post the goods to the customer. Okay, so let's go here, VL02N, post, or PGI, post goods issue to the customer. Then VF01, billing. Okay, let's go back and hit enter. Now it is picked, 5 is picked, right? Post goods issue. You post it. So if you go and take a look at your inventory, this should go down by 5. Let's see that. Refresh. You see, it's gone. 5 is gone. And if you go to this screen, and this should go because 5 is already delivered, so that will go 10 will become 5, right? So let's see. You see that? That line is gone. You have only 5, correct? So that is all about this scenario. This scenario, okay, we have one more, right? That's billing. So the final one is /n VF01. Enter. That's your number. Enter. That's the money you are going to get, 5,880. Save it. Okay. If you want to see the whole story, go to VL03 or VA03. Enter. Click on document flow. You'll get whole thing. Sales order, outbound delivery, transfer order, post goods issue, customer billing. Okay. So this is called plan to procure. This is plan to procure and sell. So what I'm going to do now, select all of these, Control C, Control V. Oh, sorry, it's correct. Okay, so that's what it is. So you have that cheat sheet with you right now. I'll stop the recording.